Your website is flushing marketing dollars down the toilet every single minute. You look at your analytics, you see the users, you see the sessions, but you don't see money. Why? Because you're fighting for attention in a world where attention is the most expensive currency. You have only 5 seconds to prove you're worth staying for. If you fail, you're not just losing a click, you're giving your customers to your competitor on a silver platter. Hello, my name is Nima Said. For the last 9 years, I've been obsessed with SEO and CRO in the Iranian market, in a place where marketing budgets are tight and every single dollar must convert. Today, I'm going to give you 7 powerful tips to master the 5-second rule and turn your website into a profit machine. Let's go for it. Tip number 1, the painkiller headline. The first thing a human brain does when it lands on your site is look for a reason to leave. Your headline is your first line of defense. Most founders write headlines to please their own ego. They use big words like synergy, innovation, or something like this. Stop it. Please. Nobody cares about your innovation. They care about their own problems. In CRO, we distinguish between a vitamin and a painkiller. A vitamin is nice to have, but the painkiller is something you need right now. Your headline must be a painkiller. Here is why this works from a psychological standpoint. Our brain has a tiny part called the amygdala. Its only job is to look for threats and avoid pain. If your headline promises to kill a specific pain, the brain stops looking for the exit button. It stays engaged because it wants the cue. For example, if you sell accounting software, don't say advanced financial tracking. Instead of that, you can say stop worrying about your taxes. One is a feature, the other is a solution to a nightmare. Make it big, make it bold, and for God's sake, keep it under 10 words. Now, this is just the beginning. For 199 more ways to squeeze profit out of your site, hit the subscribe button because I'm going to make 200 videos to help you grow your revenue. Now, let's go for the next one. Tip number 2, keep the gold above the fold. If your visitors have to scroll down to understand what you do, you've already failed the 5-second rule. Above the fold is the area of your website that is visible without scrolling. I've seen websites with beautiful high-definition videos in the background that takes 4 seconds to load. By the time the video starts, the user is gone. Your value proposition, your hero image, and your primary button must be visible without scrolling. But here is the reality most people ignore. You need to test this on mobile phone. 60 to 80% of your traffic is probably on a phone. If your headline takes up the whole screen and hides the button on a mobile view, you are bleeding cash. Every extra millimeter of scrolling is a drop in conversion rate. Let's go for tip number 3, master your visual hierarchy. Your website should not be a Where's Waldo book. Your visitors shouldn't have to hunt for the button. Our eyes are naturally drawn to contrast. If your website brand colors is blue and white and your buy now button is also blue, it becomes invisible. It blends it. I use a simple trick to fix this with all my high-ticket clients. It's called the squint test. Close your eyes halfway like this until the screen becomes blurry. What stands out? If nothing stands out, your hierarchy is broken. Your CTA should be the most annoying thing on the page. So you can use a complementary color, something that screams click me. If the eye doesn't know where to land in 2 seconds, the finger will click X in the 5. Tip number 4 is build instant trust. The reality is the internet is full of scams. In those first 5 seconds, the user's subconscious is asking, is this a scam? Can I trust these guys with my credit card? So you need to use the trust anchors. But here is a mistake. People put their testimonials at the very bottom of the page. Put a micro signal right under your headline or right next to your button. And remember that you don't need a 5-page testimonial section. Just give them a quick trust anchor like rated 4.9 by 2,000 customers. Money back guarantee as seen on Forbes and TechCrunch. Even a simple secure checkout icon can lower the visitor's heart rate and keep them on the page. Remember that you are not just selling a product, you are selling certainty. Tip number 5 is a psychological hack that feels like cheating. Visual cues. Humans are social animals, so we look where others look. If you have a hero image of a person who looking directly at the camera, they're competing with your headline for attention. They're distracting the visitor. But there's a sneaky little trick here. Instead of having your hero look at the camera, make them look at your call to action button or at your headline. This is called gaze direction. Once I ran an A/B test for a fitness brand. We created 2 versions of the same landing page. Version A, model looking at the camera, and version B, model looking at the join now button. Version B had a 24% higher click-through rate. Same model, same offer, different direction. So you can use arrows, use eyes, use fingers to the way to the profit. Tip number 6 is stop crowding your website. A lot of business owners feel like they need to use every single pixel of the screen. They cram in banners, pop-ups, text blocks, and sidebars. This creates cognitive overload. When the brain sees too much information, it gets tired, and the tired brain says no. White space isn't wasted space. It is a tool. It tells the visitor, focus on this. It makes your content and product look more premium and easier to digest. Look at Apple, look at Google. They are masters of white space. They aren't afraid of empty pixels because they know white space creates focus, and focus equals conversion. If your website looks like a messy garage, don't expect people to buy a Ferrari from you. The final tip, and perhaps the most important one, is eliminate the paradox of choice. If you give people 10 options, they will choose none. I see many landing pages with a buy button, a subscribe button, watch our story link, and all of that link in the header. You are giving your visitor too many exits. A high converting page is a one-way street. We have to set only one goal for each landing page. If the goal is to sell a product, every single element on that page must serve that goal. If the link doesn't help the user to buy, delete it. 5-second rule is about speed and clarity. If you confuse them with choices, you lose them. One page, one goal, maximum profit. Okay, let's recap. To win the first 5 seconds, you need a painkiller headline, above the fold visibility, visual hierarchy, trust signals, plenty of white space, and a single goal. If you apply these 7 tips, your website will no longer be a cost center. It will be a revenue generator. But don't stop here. Optimization is a marathon, not a sprint. If you want to stop guessing and start growing, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because my mission in this channel is simple: maximum profit, minimum spend through the power of CRO. But listen carefully, even if your landing page is perfect, you can still lose money at the very last second. I'm talking about the checkout page. In my next video, I'm going to show you 5 deadly checkout mistakes that are making you lose sales when the money is almost in your pocket. You don't want to miss that. I'll see you in the next one.